of their duty as caretaker chairman. What is empowerment really? What is the financial chest of the local government? What can it achieve? What should be the achievement? These are some of the things that we would try to have on the show. Welcome, Dr. Orji. It's good to have you.
Thank you, my brother, for having me on this platform once again.
Please, can you draw the mic close to yourself so Port Harcourt people can hear you, or Rivers people can hear you clearly?
Hello, are you okay now?
Yeah, better. So, like I said, what is empowerment? I like to know, because it seems like the caretaker chairmen are on an empowerment course. But what is, because some people, when the question was asked yesterday, had different ideas of what empowerment should be. In your local government, what are your plans for empowering the people?
Well, thank you for the opportunity to speak to our people, and let me also thank His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, whom at this point deem it fit that I should manage the affairs of Ikwerre local government people at this particular point. When you talk about empowerment, you can see what is already happening in Nigeria today. You will see how the youths are protesting about bad governance and the hunger in the land. Those things they are protesting against are realities. They are not fictitious. They are things you can feel and you can see. And His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, who is people's-oriented governor, have decided that now that we have the opportunity to mold the leadership of our people and preside over the funds of the local government, you must give back to the people. The era of taking public funds to go and erect private houses, hotels, and all of that is gone. And you must give back the people what belongs to them. Now, empowerment in this case is like setting up a new life for the people of your local government, taking into consideration that there is no time you will get back to everybody. So we need to look at who are the petty traders in our local government. What can we do to step them up from where they are, taking into consideration the cost of materials? Take, for example, a woman that sells granite, or a woman that sells asam in the market, and you give her an empowerment of 50,000 naira, for instance. You have naturally upped her from the status she's already operating to another level. So His Excellency the Governor mandated that you must give back to the people that you are controlling or managing their funds. It is not your fund. And that's why I came to Ikwerre local government through the leadership of Ikwerre local government, where we met, and I say, how do we give back to the people? And we decided to draw 100 from the temple was so that you can make more, you can together and draw up list 14 what we have in the local government for the benefit of the doubting commerce. But they will not know. And that's why I conclude say, look, we don't have all this, and instead of us to all the money one, yes, you ask, I tell you, yes, a lot of empowerment progress there are a lot of it. So I'm only about we 60% is going to be reasonable. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the field with my team and the committee. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the field with my team and the committee that carried out that empowerment. We didn't just stop there. We gave out 6 keke buses. That is to encourage the transport sector. We gave out keke na pep. My brother, I didn't know that those things are very expensive.
Now,
I didn't know. I was thinking that there is something you can just go to the market and get for 500,000 naira.
It's in millions.
It's in millions, my dear brother. I didn't know. Again, we gave out loans. And of course, you saw our support to the security agencies, because I believe that life itself needs protection. And if you must protect yourself, then you must encourage those that are doing a lot of sacrifices, sleepless night, but they are suffering. Because you have an incident in Omanelu, for instance, or in Alo, or in Igruta, and you call the nearby security agent, which is the nearby police station that is there. They say, bro, we are willing, but there is no mobility. So you see that crime keep rising. And my happiness today is that the 6 divisional units in the local government, including the DSS, we procured Sienna vehicle for them, and of course you know the rate what it is now in this Nigeria economy. I told you everything has changed, but my happiness is that I'm able to give back to the people. The most importantly is our women, our young ones that we imparted through their businesses they are doing in Ikwerre local government. And my prayer is that they will grow their business from the stage it is to another state. That would be my happiness.
Doc, I want to throw that question back at you again and ask, could 60 million naira have been used to, or maybe I should rephrase, these things you've done, keke buses, like you call them, tricycles, giving 100,000 naira to some petty traders, are these things the immediate needs of your people? Did you do a needs assessment? Did you, look at what is really...
Let me tell you, me, I'm a practical politician. I've been in the system. Don't forget that I was the immediate past chief of staff to the former Ikwerre local government chairman. So I wasn't just a chief of staff, I was involved in the business.
Okay.
I was a street runner. So I understand the plight of my people. I understand their cry. You ask how much? Money that was spent is over 200 million.
Okay.
But the question is, like you said, can 200 million not set up a factory? My brother, if you set up a factory, you set up an organization, human beings need to work there, right? And those human beings need to be alive. And if the security agents are not there to protect those human beings, what happened? So that solves the problem of the reason why we provided operational vehicles for the security agents. Now, if you come back again, you set up a factory, people need to, pay transportation to the factory wherever it's located. Then that solves the problem of the transport system, a small transport scheme that we did. Now again, if you set up a factory, people need to be alive, people need to eat. That solves the problem of the market women. The picture I'm trying to paint here is that all sectors are important. It's just like a human body. True. Every part of the human body are important. Now that we have solved this problem, we look at the next phase. What are we going to do to better the life of our people? I believe in agriculture. I believe in encouraging our people to go back to the farm.
Interesting.
Especially I'm an Ikwerre man. Ikwerre people, we are traditional farmers. You understand? We can go to our backyard and set up a farm, and before you know it, food is ready. So that is my motivational factor. While I said there is no way we will impart on the life of 600 persons, and in the next 1 year, 2 years, we will not make bold to say that this business that is growing this level is because of our contribution or our intervention. Not that the money can be enough, but we have to intervene so that people can have something they are doing. When a man or a woman is busy, it will reduce a lot of things. Take for instance, protest is good, but imagine that half of those men that are carrying out that protest are in offshore. Imagine that they are engaged the way you are engaged. You see that the pressure will be reduced. But because there is a traditional unemployment in the system, and that's why if you just with a fling of hand, you see 1,000 of persons trying to do one or the other. But for me, my happiness is that my 19th of June. All right, I'm the only one who this kind of
in August. Actually,
so in August, in 1 month
and
of this August to actually in 1 month, and I have recorded this assignment. Don't forget the listener. Let me do something because
you tell me.
When they say one is a part for a particular phase,
we'll talk about achievement. Let's look at domestic finance. The last time I had a conversation with someone at CK, the immediate past chairman of the local government, he mentioned something about $1 billion plus naira as allocation to local government 3 months. How much is the Ikwerre? Can you spill? Can you tell us?
I'm happy. I'm happy. When there's issue, a lot of people come at the Ikwerre government who can delete my own word and it's honor. So it's true. I would think that 1 month in office, I have 1 billion.
In 3 months, you say 1 in 3.
3 months, I have over 1 billion. You see what I'm saying? Then he ran for 6 years. Excuse me.
No, that's not the conversation.
No, I would disagree with you. You must allow me to express this particular point.
All right, let's hear you.
In 6 years and 9 months, he was a caretaker committee chairman for 9 months and a chairman for 6 years. 6 months, I can approximate it to say 7 years. Now, it means that he had 1 million plus of Ikwerre local government. No wonder he had that kind of edifice.
Yet again, Darlington, Orji, that is not the conversation.
It's not true.
How much is the money?
It's not true.
How much is the money?
The money is within reach. And we have had the money is not tampered by His Excellency the Governor. We have our full allocation.
How much
we are
is
giving
this?
back to the people.
How much is it? You say
when you are employed as a local government worker, then I will show you the voucher. But I enjoy it when he says that I have over 1 billion. You know what he has done, my brother? Listen, 1 month I have carried out this project. It stayed for 6 years. I can put it side by side. As I'm here, I will tell you the project.
No, the reason why I asked you the question.
So it's not the problem. He can quote any amount of money. I'm controlling 10 billion. I'm controlling 100 million. It doesn't matter. But I'm telling you that the Ikwerre local government it's judiciously used.
So
I have not used it to acquire wealth for myself,
all right,
like he did.
Dr. Orji, the reason I made reference to that was not in any way to attack what you've done. The reason I mentioned was to know how much, so we can compare with what is being done. That's the reason we asked the question. It's not to pit you against Samuel Wanosike, but we do have a commercial. When we do come back, I hope maybe you could tell us how much it is.
For more talk, news and sports,
Joseph Kaladakurubatibo, and with me here in the studio is the caretaker chairman of Ikwerre local government area, Dr. Darlington Orji, and we are looking at that conversation on empowerment. Remember, we started the conversation yesterday because over the weekend, the governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Fubara, had said or given a mandate or directive to the CTCs to ensure they empower the people. But over the years, what empowerment has looked like, has been basically giving money to the people. Is that empowerment? Is that what the people really need? And we need to differentiate between need and want until we're having that conversation on the show. Once again, Dr. Orji, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So before the break, we're trying to have an argument as to what the actual sum of the local government is. I guess that is not from I'm not privy to that information. But the next question then would be, what takes a large chunk of the money? What is the most expensive recurring expenditure for the local government?
The salary wage bill.
So go ahead.
There are a lot of things that make up the expenditure of the local government, which is not supposed to be discussed at the public domain. But if you want the financial record,
I want the most expensive.
We'll give to you. There are a lot of things that are running. The security wing is there. The sanitation is there. Refuse disposal is there. A lot of things that are going through Ikwerre local government. But the most important thing is that we are up to date. Ikwerre local government is clean. We are cutting the grasses. We are removing the refuse to make sure that our place is hospitable in nature. So the salaries of Ikwerre local government, like when I came on board, I inherited about 98 million naira debt by the past administration, and there was no record because there is no proper handover. There is nothing to do, and as far as the bank is concerned, they are not interested in whatever thing they transfer. The money is that if it comes, have a way. It's already programmed the system of taking their money. I don't have a problem with that. The most important thing is that I prayed that God should give me opportunity. I have it, so I know there is a problem. It is not my duty to complain, or rather, I should face those challenges and resolve the problem for Ikwerre local government.
All right. Okay. So is this political? Some people say this may be a political move, a fight for the structure at the local government level. So the governor has mandated his chairman at the local government level to go give funds.
No, let me tell you. The most popular politician in Nigeria today, and in Rivers State particular, is His Excellency Fubara. I can tell you for free. You don't need to argue it, you don't need to believe it, but it is the truth. So it does not need to lobby any person. Similarly, Fubara, His Excellency, is a movement, not a political party. There are people who do not believe in our party, but they believe in him. There are people who do not believe in the injustice that is happening, but they say we won't join you, but we will support you and in whatever thing you are doing. So, and we have that organic support that is overwhelming, and that is the threat and the fear of the people I would refer to as opposition political party. Even in their own party, they are opposition. But it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that we are not distracted. If not seeing a man that has the constitution did not change. The former government had so much powers. It's because of what the constitution bestowed on him. It didn't change. Rather, we have gotten a man who said that my position, my constitutional powers, is not to intimidate, harass, and molest my people. Rather, it is to build a better River State and encourage investors to come. And that is why you can see that the most abused governor in the world is His Excellency Sir Simelala Fubara. But yet, he takes it in good faith and says, I will not be distracted because I know what my enemies want. And that spirit has been imbibed to the local government chairman now, CTC chairman. And everybody is at their feet, making sure you must write your name at the foot of time. Okay. To say that at my time, this is what I do. And I think you will allow me to explain to you a few things we have achieved.
No, we'll get to that. But I want to know, when you say it's not political, so are you saying the beneficiaries, the people who were, who benefited from the 100,000 naira grant, the people who benefited from the gift of mini buses?
No, I've told you, yes,
they are not political?
No, political is when you deal with your party members.
Okay.
And I'm telling you that we have people from different walks of life. You understand? That are living in business in Rivers State.
Are they supporters of SIM? Are they supporters of government?
I'm not a supporter of SIM.
I
believe in injustice.
I believe in justice, but I'm not a politician.
You don't need to be a politician to cast your vote.
True.
You don't be a politician to see that the man is doing what is right.
Okay.
You need to be a politician to see what I did in Alu on Friday.
What did you do in Alu? Let's hear.
What I did in Alu is that I empowered our people, 600 of them. I've told you that we gave 100,000 naira. We gave out tricycle. We gave out keke napep. We gave out Sienna buses to the 6 divisional stations in Ikwerre local government and the DSS. That's what we did. But let me go further. I said I was inaugurated on the 19th, right, of June. As I speak today, I am constructing a 1 kilometer road in Elele, Omawa. A road linking Elele, Omawa. It's our old traditional farm road. You understand? That was abandoned. In fact, that is where we have anti-kidnapping unit. So what I'm telling you, I'm giving you a point that you can go for verification.
I know the road, yeah.
That project is on, and by the special grace of God, I must commission it in the next few weeks to come. As I speak to you, there is a government-recognized Traditional Rulers Council Secretariat that was started by the previous administration. I know the government is a continuum. If it's a project that will be meaningful and impactful to the people of your local government, you continue. Because that project was not started by the money of the previous chairman. So because it's the money of the people, and I felt that project needs an attention, I've gone to that place. As I speak to you, before I came, they were owing the contractor about 30 million or thereabout. As I speak to you, because of the high price, that project is costing us more than 110 million to complete it. As I'm talking here now, anything I tell you, go for verification. They are on tiling stage.
Okay.
They're on that tiling stage. But they got to linter level and abandoned that project. And it's very big. But we're on tiling. And you know, before you get to tiling stage in a project or in a house, of course, you know the processes you have passed. So these are some. Yesterday in Alu here, you saw we did our free medical outreach where we are giving out glasses, attending to we are carrying out surgery and all minor sicknesses. And our projection is to deal with 10,000 persons. And that program is going to. Our initial arrangement is 7 days. But with what I saw yesterday, I was there, I've extended it for like 2 weeks. I've also agreed that when they finish here, because of proximity and movement of people, we'll take it to like Elele. You understand? Take another one maybe next time to Obanelu, so that all our people, those that cannot pay transport to this area, will have opportunity. Because health is wealth. This is under the space of just 1 month and a few weeks. These are the things we have done. We have a lot of things in our head. I've told you that I was a chief of staff, not just a chief of staff that was involved in the system. So I know the cry of our people. And when you give our people what they want, people's oriented project, they will react by supporting you. And before I do anything, I discuss with them. I have a leadership. I have followers. I went to Gruta Market about 2 weeks ago. I went to Gruta Market. Gruta is in Ward 12. You can refer to what is happening. You can make an argument to say, those beneficiaries of the 100,000, are you sure they are not politicians? Are you sure it's not partisan? Are you sure it's not sentimental? That argument can be your word against my word. How about when I went to Gruta Market? Under no recommendation, I was moving. When I look at your market and I see the size of the market you are doing, I give you 50,000 to support you. And I did it to so many. It's viral. And tomorrow, as I talk to you, I'm going to 3 markets. I will not tell my people we have to manage anything. I won't tell them. I must go and support our people to do this. Me. I don't need the recommendation. I will see for myself. A woman that her market is low, I will support. A woman that her market is high, whichever way, I will support. Those are the things we are doing.
Okay.
And our people are happy with us. That's the most important thing.
One final question. You've mentioned agriculture.
Yeah.
You've mentioned security. You've mentioned.
I've not told you that I've paid for the first time, and I stand to be challenged, or somebody should embarrass me on this program, that last administration collected 4,000, 3,000 from students of Ikwerre local government to process their form that they want to pay them bursary and all of that. My brothers, I talk to you today, no 1 kobo. Even they didn't refund their money. But under 2 weeks that I set up a team, I've been able to pay 3,000 persons. And in one day record, I publish it to you. And of course, the celebration is everywhere, the students. And one thing with students, when you give them money, even if it's 1,000, of course, I pay them 20,000. It may be small, but for them, it's a very big money. They were, celebrating it on social media, dropping when I started an advertise for that, they say, it's 419, people want to do us what he did us, last time. I said no. Anything I say with my mouth, I will do. And my happiness is that they were, celebrating it and publishing the credit alert in the social media to tell people that are not like. So I've attended to the swing, I've attended to the health sector, I've attended to the infrastructure. We pay people. I have 1,200 appointees.
It wasn't too. It's not so much.
That's how to support that one guy.
But we go back to the section of industries. But let's pause. I was going to ask you about education, but you've talked about poultry. That's for just at the higher level. What about students at primary? Okay, you did say so.
But I've gone to community secondary school. The level of depletion in that area, you cannot live that human being will go there. You have a plan, and that is but across time constraint, and by the grace of God, the man we have will do it. Everything cannot be done on that day.
Okay, let's take.
So I want you to applaud me within this.
No, I cannot.
If you see what I do, I will.
All right, I'm going to take contribution right now. I'm going to start with member with Life and Faith of Nigerian PH. Justice says, Kala, kind political. Is it PDP members or team support that will be using the three tremors to that equal country? Please, I need your answer. Friday evening, and your guest, Honorable. Please, I have one question. How can the grassroots be empowered without legal recommendation? I don't know. Cool Destiny said, I don't know if LRCC has received the palliative or because we've been told the governor is giving directive. Daniel Paul says it is a very good approach to solving youth unemployment. I go to WhatsApp very first. Let's read the numbers: 0817923002. 019230003 and 0817923007. Those are the call numbers. Our guest today has reeled out things that he's done and plans to do, and those things as empowerment. Do you don't know how much goes to the cover, but according to him, from what he has judicially, do you think these things are enough to be from your different to get you done that? And what else do you think you can do to deepen the process that the CTCs are on? I'd like to get to know as well. But you could also send a message on WhatsApp 009030641 Okay, this one says, to that is the most oriented and popular CTC chairman. I am not from Ikwerre, but I have seen what he's doing and it is verified. Other CTC chairmen are learning where he is. I am proud of him. Best in Port Harcourt. I've got Edwin from Port Harcourt. Edwin, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome.
Yes, my name is Edwin. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. With what I just had the Honorable speak on the phone, if actually that's what he has done, that man deserves to be praised. God bless you, sir.
Okay, so for you, that is empowerment enough.
Sorry, sir?
I say for you, that is empowerment enough.
No, at least from what he has said, he has done perfectly well with the short time.
Okay. All right, then. All right, thank you very much, Edwin. I've got Frank. I've got Frank, and Frank is calling me from Tumbia. Frank, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, welcome.
Yes. I just listened to your conversation, and I'm so happy to hear from Dr. Darlington Orji on what he has been doing. But in the case of Degema, we will not have anything. Whether that was different.
Okay. All right. We'll get to that. We'll get to that, Frank. Welcome.
Yes, good evening.
I greet you.
You are just in the studio, the caretaker committee chairman of the local government. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, my name is Emeka Alese, calling from Emoha. Kala, the young woman in your studio has said it all. I've known him a while now. When he was a publicity secretary of our party, he's a man that believes on his word.
Emeka, we're not
the
getting.
The first time I heard his name, that is the caretaker committee chairman of Ikwerre, I know he will deliver. So he has said it all. What he has said is correct. I have a cousin in Lishobo that is a student.
Okay.
A young man called me the other day, was happy, telling me that they have paid them their bursary, and that he doesn't have one naira food on his hand to buy anything in hostel. He wasn't even calling me to give him money. As I don't have, the country is too hard. After 3 hours, he called me that he has received a line from the Ikwerre local government.
All right.
So I want to use the opportunity to thank the caretaker committee chairman.
Thank you so very
for
much.
his good work that he's doing.
All right.
Thank you and God bless you.
Emeka, thank you very much. We're not singing praises yet. But let me ask you a question. The bursary, is it a one-time thing, or is it going? What are you going to be doing for the students monthly, every 3 months?
No. If I tell you we'll be paying monthly, I will be deceiving the unsuspected public. What bursary is supposed to be one in a season or in a section.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, I told you we just paid about 3,000 persons. I know we have more students.
Okay.
But because of the doubt in their mind, a lot didn't participate. Now they've known it's true. If we have opportunity and advertise next time, we'll do more.
All right then. All right, thank you. I've got Micah from Borukiri. Micah, welcome. Let's get your thoughts, please.
All right, good evening.
Yeah, welcome, Micah.
Dr. Darlington, Orji, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I can say from what you have done, from the question you're asking if that is empowerment enough. No, but he has done very well.
Okay.
And this is to show that for Darlington Orji, Ikwerre local government is not a laboratory. It shows that he has experience. And if he continues to build on that, because he is saying that there are other things that he will do, then the Ikwerre local government will be another city. But for me, I would give him a pass mark. If I don't see anything to say, okay, Ikwerre local government receives 1,000 naira, Ikwerre local government receives 1 trillion naira. I don't see anything with that. But let's not be making some things too secrecy and shady. It's a public fund. So saying it will not be too much for you to say, but you are doing well. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. I've got Court from Uniport. Court, welcome. What is on your mind?
Good evening, Canada.
Yeah, greetings to you.
Dearly, Mega.
Chairman, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is what the people need at this point in time, to put food in the table of the people. It is obvious. But as time goes on, I don't see it as empowerment any longer. When the people will be elected, I want to see small industries running all the local government. I want to see massive employment, people who are cutting grasses, people who are cleaning gutters. All this is to create jobs, to empower many people. Not give me today, tomorrow I'll be hungry. But what money I do at this time is needed. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I was going to throw that question at you because a Cheesy Live from Rumor-Krushi Pipeline is asking. I want to ask your guest in the studio if the 50,000 naira given to each youth is actually an economic empowerment fund, so to speak, or it is to help support them in their feeding, considering the current economic situation of the country. So I guess it sounds very much like...
I think it is to get it right. I never said we are giving any youth or we give any youth 50,000 naira. What we give is 100,000 naira. And we gave in line of the business you are doing just to, upgrade your business from the start. We know that things are very difficult, things are very hard, but what we are doing is just to support you, to lift you up from where any man that is doing a business and your business is worth 20,000 or 30,000. My dear brother, don't be so. Don't doubt when I tell you, if you go to the market, you see some people, the total worth of the value of the business, they came to the market with is 10,000. And if you give the person 100,000, the person already has an idea of a business he's doing. The only thing he or she knows to do is to improve on the business. That's what we are doing. We are not just sharing money. We have a target, and those people that are targeted are the people we are referring to. And I've told you, because you may refer to it as political, that's why I'm going to the market myself to view and see. And my instinct and my feelings will direct me. I will see people in the market, I will see men, I will see women that are doing, and they will have instant support to boost their business. Not money to go and eat, but money to boost you. If your business is 20,000 naira, will give you 100. Naturally, that business must come up to 80,000, and your profit margin will also increase.
Right.
That's the truth.
All right. This one says, greetings. Please, Honorable CTC Chairman, you have done well. Please, you people can still do more to ameliorate the suffering in your LGAs. Thank you, Minima Priye. This one says, you can see that despite the security measures put in place in the... Okay, I think that's not... we're done with that, Victor Madi. We're done with that conversation. This one says... I'm not a fan of Darlington, but trust me, the empowerment is handy and very good. The same administration is trying, giving people 50,000 isn't bad. People are hungry. Will they be alive waiting for you to build industries? Feed them with what you have while planning for them also with industries. Rivers first. Rivers money for Rivers people, not for Sokoto Market, Lagos women and East States and all. the Mother and Child Hospital and Peter Elderly Cancer Cardiovascular Center, is it not Rivers money? Have you asked yourself why it is under, or they are under lock and key? Allow the government to feed the people with what they have while waiting for industries. My time is almost up. Some people have called to say, oh, it's not the way you have made it in your local government, in other local governments. I do remember you are, the advisor to the governor. I believe you're still in that position.
No.
You're no longer.
I can't hold two positions at the same time.
You can. But anyways, you say. But I mean, you should have an idea. Is it local government by local government, or is it, can you tell what the delay may be for local governments like MOA, like Degema, some people?
Let me tell you, I give it to my colleagues. Everybody is doing their best. The charge was given to everybody, and by the special grace of God, I've also attended programs that were also conducted by other local government. For instance, Faga local government is what they did. My brother colleague in MOA local government, you see, almost every day is giving out transformers and all of that. There are peculiarities in every local government.
True.
Of course, my Obiapo brother, I refer to him as a missionary in terms of empowerment. Every day he's doing one thing or the other, reaching out to the people. Another local government. The other day we were coming back from Ahoda West. You understand? Everybody has what they are doing, but maybe it depends on the time or your own style of doing it. But the most important thing is that you must reach out to the people. Me, because I already have been in the system, I understand the cry of our people. I know what they want. So that is why I'm able to speedily, touch those areas at the same time. My brother, I wish we have money. You would have been shocked and surprised on what we are going to do. But if we have time and opportunity, we'll do more things to the people of Ikwerre.
This is, I think it is a very unfortunate situation for local government council caretaker to conceive government expenditure in public space. When what then is I think you meant conceal. What then is transparency in governance? One element of bad government is absence of transparency and lack of accountability. I think Rivers State is in a deep mess. If, for instance, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in public space said he cannot disclose cost of projects his government is undertaking, will Ikwerre local government people applaud the president? First, Rivers State is running an illegal caretaker government at the local council. Now expenditures are also concealed. Who will save Rivers State from the mini mess? Emi Fiaga, that one. Unfortunately, my time is up, but thank you very much.
No, let me clear one point. That man is misinformed. He cannot say local government caretaker committee are illegal. The position of Supreme Court is clear. Even when Supreme Court
I have a commercial.
Yeah, I'm always
you are tuned in to
Nigeria Info.
We'll be right back to this.
My guy, it gets some kind things wey make sense when you mix them together.
True talk, like when you chop hot pepper soup.